Welcome, people of the World Wide Web. This is Chris from Cypher Sigma Toys here, and yes, I've had a sneaky package turn up just before the NEC. So welcome, everybody. Hopefully, anyone who watched my previous two videos, because I did mention this, obviously we had the NEC in a few days. This was a live from Facebook that I got, that I bought over the weekend. Essentially, I have a list of things I'm after. This is a figure from a line that I wanted a specific figure, but the only guy I see who normally has the figures, he is not going to be at the NEC from as far as I'm aware. There was someone doing a live, they had another figure from that collection. It was 50 quid plus I think £4 postage of packaging and fees, so it was just under £56, which is quite good for these. So the guy has added me a sticker there, so really good. I claimed it, I saw it, really wanted to own one of these figures for a long time, so I'm glad I've got this. Obviously when you see it, you'll be like, Jesus Christ. So he's called Ketchup, if that makes, and he is a killer tomato. So open his mouth like that. So these are from Attack of Killer Tomatoes, which was an 80s TV film series that was then turned into a late 80s 90s cartoon, and you would get the figure and then you'd get a little human figure with it. These sealed, which is where you kind of mostly find them now, are in the hundreds. So you are looking like a 110, 120, I would say closer to 120 for a sealed version of this. I really like the snake eye. That's the one I've been after. People have said the big one is really good, and I say, but it is what it is. You know, I try and, as I've said with collections, when I find toy lines like the I really wanted at least one in the collection to represent it. Obviously, 50 quid. You know, it's still just over 56 pounds. It's not too bad for these. As I say, it's half price to get. Hopefully I might get one or two more in my lifetime and add it. I'm never going to look to complete the set, because there's just quite a few, and obviously you're talking grands. But now I have something to represent. It means if that guy, like the guy's not going to be at the NEC in a few days, but obviously if I don't see anyone, then for me, I've got a killer tomato, and I can at least tick that list off. And this kind of adds to where I'm going to this year to try and complete and finish most of the lines or most of my wants. And then I think I'm going to reevaluate my collecting and what I do going forwards, because I have spent so much on a hat and space is becoming, and I want to do a rearrange. I'm putting up some lights as we speak and moving some stuff around. And I maybe want to pick a few little bits up, or as you find when you have so much that the bigger stuff starts getting more and more expensive. So this is where get in and try and tick stuff off even when it's a half decent price. Then that ticks some of the stuff off. So also thank you for anybody who did or didn't comment. This video has been recorded a few days before this will drop. So yeah, thank you anybody who did watch the NEC. Now I did ask for suggestions. So far I haven't had any. That's fine. Small channel, I don't get many views. I don't expect to get many views even on this video. But so what I've decided to do is I decided to come up with a few things that I want to go. So first off, you have Trick or Treat. They're a company, they do life-size gremlins. So I'm going to be in the first idea for Spike. He is kind of going to be my go-to if I can get him for £100 or under at NEC. That is going to be my first one. Next up, none of these are on my normal lists or anything like that. So another one, GoBots. I've been kind of eyeing up some GoBots. I'd love to have one or two GoBots in the collection. Kind of the knockoff Transformers, so to speak, even though they came out first. So I've kind of got in my head like £10 a GoBot. If I can find a few of them to add to the collection, then that would be really, really great. So those are the two main ones. And then kind of I'm having a random thing here. So I'm going to put £15 aside, and essentially I'm going to try and pick up the most randomest looking figure that I really like for £15. There's a lot of bootlegs and stuff which I don't really go in for, but I'm going to throw you, it could be a bootleg, it could be a normal, it could be something else. It might be the fact because people do bring custom made figures there. Maybe there's a cheap custom figure like, I really like, look at that, I will get that. So that's kind of the three, you know, Trick or Treat, GoBots, and then this random thing. That's kind of going to be my theme, so to speak, that we go for when we go to the NEC. Really looking forward to it. Taking a bit more money than I'm going to have, or I have a budget for a little bit more than money I have, because obviously you can pay a card for a lot of things, so I'm going to do that. And so, yeah, if anybody, if stuff does crop up in these videos before the NEC, I will do my best. So there are a few YouTubers and stuff I plan to meet and talk to and stuff like that while I'm there as well, which will be quite good. New ones that I've not really spoke to. Otherwise, thank you for coming along to this video. Do you like the killer tomatoes? Who is your favourite killer tomato if you do have one? Otherwise, I've been Cypher Signal Toys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Click that subscribe button if you haven't. I really do appreciate it, and I shall see you in the next one.